Law enforcement across the city is on high alert in case a Manhattan grand jury decides to indict former President Donald Trump. It stems from the Manhattan District Attorney's investigation into allegations that the former president may have falsified records to hide a hush money payment to a former adult film star, Stormy Daniels. We have a team of reporters working on this story. CBS 2's Ania Maldonado has a look at the security measures being put in place at this hour. But let's start with CBS 2's John Diaz live in Lower Manhattan. John?
Chris, good afternoon to you. And experts telling us they know for almost certain that the grand jury process is nearing its end. But the final decision of whether or not former President Donald Trump will get indicted, well, that still rests with the grand jury. But it is looking more like if that indictment does happen, it will not be happening today. And as expected, it will be happening by the end of the week. Former President Donald Trump has not only been impeached twice, but experts say the reality is becoming increasingly clear. He will likely become the first former president to be indicted and could face criminal consequences for his alleged actions.
This is the definition of unprecedented.
Hofstra Law School professor James Sample says something of this magnitude hasn't happened since the early 1800s.
The closest that America has ever come to anything like this was actually with Aaron Burr, who was the third vice president of the United States, and then after he was no longer in office, was tried for treason, but he was acquitted.
Trump is also facing several other criminal investigations and has been accused of trying to overturn the results of the 2020 election. So experts say this hush money case is far from the most serious of his legal struggles.
And yet they may be the ones that open Pandora's box. There is the possibility that although this could be the first of his criminal indictments, it might not be the first case to go to trial.
Yesterday, the grand jury heard from what is expected to be the last witness, Robert Costello, who tried to discredit Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen. He is claiming Cohen acted without Trump's knowledge when he gave away alleged hush money payments to women who claim they had sexual encounters with the former president, including adult film star Stormy Daniels. Former U.S. Attorney Harry Litman said on CBS Mornings this case is similar to a mob case.
For the main witness to have problems, blemishes, even convictions, and it will fall to the prosecution to say, sure, Michael Cohen has some issues, but here is why you can believe him.
Cohen insists he wrote the checks in coordination with and at the direction of Donald Trump. And now the Manhattan DA is investigating if Donald Trump falsified business records to hide campaign finance violations. Now, if Donald Trump actually does get indicted, experts tell us that it could take months, many months, before the case actually goes to trial, telling us that, Donald Trump is known for delaying and stalling things in court. And as for amount of charges, if he is charged, well, those charges would be up to the Manhattan District's office to determine. For now, we are live this afternoon from Lower Manhattan. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Okay, John, thanks.